Ever get that feeling like you're doing everything right to, like manifest your dreams? Affirmations, vision boards, all that stuff.
Right.
But then you hit a wall.
Yeah.
Like the law of attraction just isn't, I don't know.
Isn't quite working out.
Yeah, it's not working out.
It happens. It's a question I get a lot, actually. It's interesting because I think the whole concept of manifestation gets kind of simplified.
Right. It's not just like think positive and poof.
Exactly.
Your dream
Yeah.
life, right?
You got it.
It's not that easy.
Nope.
Like just slap on a smile and start chanting money, 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 right?
Definitely not. And that's what's so cool about the sources we're diving into today. They really get into this whole idea of co-creation.
Okay.
Going way beyond just that surface level positivity and exploring like how we can actually align ourselves with what we want. There's some really interesting stuff in here.
Okay. I am so ready. Let's dive in.
Awesome. So the first source jumps right into this critique of toxic positivity. This whole idea that we could just like paste a happy face over our problems.
Right.
And then our dream life is just going to magically appear,
Right. And that source actually compares it to building a house on sand.
Oh, yeah. Which is a recipe for disaster.
Which is a recipe for disaster.
It's
exactly.
not a good foundation.
You need that solid foundation.
Exactly. And neuroscience backs this up. Think about it just repeating affirmations without dealing with what's going on underneath. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone.
Okay.
Those deep-seated patterns we all carry, fears, insecurities, past traumas, we got to address those.
So like if you're trying to manifest abundance, but you're like deep down terrified of failing.
Exactly. Or if you're holding on to resentment from way back, all the positive thinking in the world might not be enough to really shift that.
It's not going to cut it.
And it brings up a big question.
Okay.
If just thinking positive isn't the magic solution, how do we tap into that co-creative power?
Yeah, how do we actually do that?
Right.
Yeah,
That's the million-dollar question.
And the source suggests that we might have lost touch with a key piece of the puzzle, our intuition.
Oh, I like that.
We're so overwhelmed with all this external noise.
All the time.
Right. Plugged into technology, algorithms, all that.
We've forgotten to look inward. It reminds me of that Lao Tzu quote, Knowing others is intelligence, but knowing yourself, that's true wisdom.
Okay, that is so good.
Right.
So true.
Reconnecting with that inner compass.
So how do we actually do that? How do we tune out all that noise and like tap back into that?
That's where these ancient practices come in.
Okay.
The Egyptians, the Vedas, Andean shamans, they didn't see manifestation as just like passive wishing. It was an active process, aligning your energy with what you wanted.
And they had all these like rituals and practices for that, right?
Exactly. Things like purification rituals, to clear out old energy and make space.
Okay.
Or Sankalpa.
Sankalpa.
Setting a deep intention, not just a surface level goal.
Got it.
It's like planting a seed in fertile ground.
I like that.
And then there's Ayni.
Okay.
It's all about reciprocity.
Go ahead.
Right? Relationship, that give and take, with the universe.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, right.
So this ancient wisdom is amazing and all, but how does it connect with modern science? Are we talking like mystical woo-woo, or is there something more to it?
Okay, so get this. Quantum physics actually backs up this idea that the observer affects reality.
Whoa.
Right? And neuroscience shows that practices like meditation, emotional release, they can literally rewire our brains.
Wow.
Help us shift those old patterns.
You're saying meditation, working through emotional baggage, it's not just for like spiritual gurus?
Nope, not at all. They're for anyone who wants to actively create their reality.
So how do we actually put this into practice?
Okay, good question.
What are some like concrete steps to get on that path of authentic co-creation, as you called it?
It starts with facing our shadows, those parts of ourselves we might be hiding from. Maybe it's a fear, insecurity, resentment we're holding on to. Right. Releasing that is key.
Okay.
And then cultivating real gratitude. It shifts us from a mindset of lack to abundance.
I love that you mentioned gratitude. It's so simple, but it's so powerful.
It really is.
The source also talks about things like dancing, writing, meditating, connecting with nature. Anything that helps us tap into that flow state.
Yes. Finding what works for you, what connects you to your intuition.
Yeah.
Helps you align.
Okay, so big takeaway here. Manifestation isn't just wishful thinking.
Right.
We're trying to trick the universe. It's about becoming our truest selves.
Yeah.
Aligning our thoughts, actions, emotions, everything.
It's about realizing we're not just, victims of circumstance.
Yeah.
We are powerful creators.
We have the power. Love it.
And it starts with that inner work.
Yeah.
That willingness to really face ourselves and step into that power.
That is so powerful. So the question to ask yourself now is, what frequency are you putting out there? Let us know in the comments. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into co-creation, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this episode with anyone who might resonate with this message.